DeepSeek just blew up the AI industry's narrative that it needs more money and power CNN business. I think an interesting implication is that investors should consider building more small mid-budget skunkworks-style companies rather than going all in on subsidizing a perceived unicorn which may not be doing the right thing. I seem to recall Bill Gates calling BS on this whole power and data center push for this exact reason. J.D. Vance says big tech has too much power. Then why so many of their leaders at the inauguration FFS? I.e. they won't let me sit at the big table anymore. LOL. Peter Thiel's finger puppet says what? Nah, post off mean. I'm looking around my office for the worst dev here and can't figure out who it is. I must be lucky and work in a place that doesn't have one. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a degree you're only going to get a job if you're particularly good. The worst devs I've met have all used keyboards. The worst devs I know had mathematics PhDs. Medicaid payment portal freeze sparks uproar. If you're denied healthcare cause of Medicaid freeze and it causes injury or death, who can you sue? I know the desire to start making leopards eating faces comments is strong, but I know plenty of low-income families, one particularly close to me who didn't vote for this shit and who have a sick baby that they foster using Medicaid. This is ghoulish. There is no schadenfreude here. Only horror. All the people in red states that voted for this orange buffoon are in for a rude awakening. Meta denies forcing accounts to follow Donald Trump, claims hiding Democrat hashtags is a bug users aren't convinced. Pretty convenient bug. There's absolutely nothing Zuck could tell me to make me think this is an accident. See, I'd believe this if these bugs ever happened in any other situation. Nobody's ever forced to follow some random Joe Schmo from Arkansas, and hashtags about Republicans never get blocked. At this point they'd have to show me the algorithm that caused such a specific error for me to trust them. Delete your Facebook account, you'll be happy you did. To do this they have to have a method to do this. You don't just block political thought of a certain persuasion without a lot of work going into how you would even do that. If you could do such a complicated thing by accident, it means the mechanism to do it exists already. What settings do you normally turn off in every game? I am mildly uncomfortable that the off setting is on the right side. I can agree with everything but VSYNC, I hate screen tearing, makes me nauseous. Limit your frames, there's no reason to needlessly cook your hardware. A friend just sent this to me from her work. Hey, copper wire is copper wire. With enough drivers you could get this to work. Both of those have 5V power and I guess the adapter just shunts it through. VGA does have 5V, but it's only supposed to be output from the GPU, and _ input into _ the monitor, to power the EDID chip even if the monitor is off. This _ shouldn't be doing that. I am intrigued what the chain of adapters actually is though. Why? I don't get, why you would even do this besides just, saying you can? Many people left Meta after Zuckerberg's changes, but user numbers have rebounded. When you delete your account it says 30 days for full deletion. I wonder if we haven't seen the actual real numbers yet till those 30-day timers run out. Because Meta is rolling out AI accounts. Wasn't there an article recently about how all the folks leaving were being replaced by bot accounts to offset the loss of human users? Made it look like they were gaining back what they lost? They aren't real people, LOL. I just call it programming. I started in software engineering in 1978, it would blow their minds with how we wrote and debugged code, 3 years before the first Intel PC was launched. I mean, most devs use a cursor. A carrot at the very least. Most of the time I'm fixing shitty code from my co-workers asking ChatGPT. The AIBS is so prevalent now, it's getting harder to find factual information. I was trying to find some info about a library today, so I searched Google, the first result it could be done and how to do it. 15 minutes later I realized it could not in fact be done and it was an AI search result just making shit up. I'm so tired. Another OpenAI researcher quits, claims AI labs are taking a very risky gamble with humanity amid the race toward AGI. Seems like a good time to rewatch The Origins of the Matrix. Part of getting your severance package at OpenAI is when you quit or get fired you gotta tell everyone how dangerous and world-changing the AI actually is and how whoever controls it, potentially when it gets an IPO, will surely rule the world. Trump's administration is taking down sites about gender identity all over the internet. Hashtag I just can't handle all this freedom already. Instead of doing actual work to help the country, he does the laziest performative shit to cater to his moron supporters in this stupid as fuck culture war. Oh no. And development branches are now renamed into slave. I literally can't tell if this is satire. I am surprised he didn't change the main branch to make America great again. Woo. Apple won't return TikTok to the App Store until it's sold to a US buyer. So I'm assuming the app can't be updated either. How long would the app last without any updates? So they are following the law. Cool. Probably the smart move. No need to make optimized games anymore. At this point I'm just never going to upgrade and play whatever old games I want until I die. Just wait for the Reddit posts about my 5080 gets 300 FPS but feels laggy, what's wrong? And then you have to explain them that their total system latency has tripled. Playing RDR2 and oh boy that game if perfectly optimized and looks beautiful till this day. I wanna go back to RDR2 extremely good looking while running on a smart toaster. 2-step motors perfectly in sync. At least dim the lights. I don't think I can find something that gets closer to carrot, engineering, carrot, porn. That's some advanced docking. Like and subscribe.